Is it good or isn't it good? That's the question we're looking for. I don't fucking know. If you haven't seen Wonderman, I need you to at least watch just some of it. I'm gonna be talking about a lot of fucking spoilers. So if you haven't watched it, I don't know what to tell you. Episode 8 was the most confusing shit that they could have fucking thought to put on camera. From the beginning episode, you're brought into the life of Simon, who is trying his very best to become an actor. I'm so glad that they've brought that into film, because when I graduated high school, my first career path was acting. I took a lot of acting classes, and it really sucks when people say, you know, all you have to do as an actor is just read some lines. That's horseshit. There is so much that goes into acting. It's insane the amount of work that you have to put on into acting. So I am really glad that they brought the frustrations out into light, from capturing sincerity to making it seem natural. What really entertained me was the fact that when Simon was getting ready for his lines, he was brought into this waiting room-ish, and there were naturals there, and like, he's like, oh fuck, I lost. To have that is something that I've gone through when I was taking acting classes. Like, you see these naturals, it's like they were built to act, and it's like, fuck, how can you compete with that? But all of that goes to mush when you're talking about episode 8. I just have to immediately get into it. So this whole time, we're brought into the light of Simon not even knowing what the fuck power he has. From the back alley where he was beating some ass, we only see him like slamming shit, fucking shit up behind him. We've never gotten to a full light as to what Simon is capable of. When he was fighting in the back alley, you realize that maybe he has super strength. Maybe he's just Superman in this bitch out. And then they thrown in this doorman episode. The doorman, it was a wonderful episode. You've seen everything in the doorman that we don't have throughout the series of Simon. From the very beginning, we've noticed that, you know, his power came into being from, you know, this goop. And he realized that this goop can be used to teleport. And he's like, oh, get inside me. I don't know who directed that line, but, you know, come inside. We've known what his power, he knows what his power is. He knows what he's capable of. And then throughout the times we see him, you know, I don't know if he's become an alcoholic. You know, he was out of his mind. He's filming the scene, and then, you know, the dude went in, he never came out. I thought that was fucking cool as shit. And then you're like, okay, where did he go? I've been told that the shit he threw up was the dude who went inside him. But at the same time, I thought he was just an alcoholic. I'm thinking that's just alcohol coming out of his system. So I don't believe it's him. So it's just the whole, basically what I'm monologuing is, what the fuck was the point of that episode if we're going to completely cast this shit aside? I'm thinking like later on in the episodes we're going to come around to explain it. Absolutely the fuck not. This entire fucking doorman episode has been abandoned. Maybe they'll talk about it in the second season, but when it comes to episode 8, this whole series, we don't know what the fuck Simon is capable of. All of a sudden, the first head scratcher was when he shut down the fucking camera. Where the fuck did this come from? And then if you looked at the damn camera, I'm pointing up there like there's an actual fucking camera. When you look at the camera, there was fire and like something punctured it. It wasn't just like, okay, we have an EMP like power, we can shut this shit off. We seen that he was capable of EMP and shit when he figured out Trevor was basically a spy. We figured out Trevor was a spy, so we blown this shit up. We blown up like the whole fucking Hollywood set, and everything fucking flickered on and off. Like, we can tell that he had EMP like powers. And then he was mad at Trevor this whole time for being a spy, which is why he blowed up the fucking Hollywood set. And then he goes and does the same exact shit to some dude. Well, I get, if he wants to validate it, he compensated him, but that doesn't fucking matter. If his whole fucking, like, maybe he could be thinking he has a friend. You know what I mean? Like, that was the second part that didn't add up. Third part is, we know the exact prison he was in. We know the exact guard and his exact position to allow us into the place that we need to be exactly. And I understand when he busted the door open. I get it. Like, he was capable of this whole series, but the fucking cherry on top was when this motherfucker started flying. I've been waiting on this show for a long time, but For it to end like that? What the fuck is this? I know that I'm not the only one confused. I know I'm not the only one confused. It's just, it's not that the show was a disappointment, or it's not like the show was a waste of time, but I felt like there was way too much fucking backstory in comparison to the normal Marvel shows I'm seeing. Like Loki, you're getting straight into the action. Moon Knight was, objectively speaking, a boringish show. I loved Moon Knight. Moon Knight is one of my favorites, but a lot of people say that Moon Knight is boring. Wonderman is kind of like a slice of life with a side of powers rather than powers with a side of slice of life, if that makes sense. This whole series, you're, you know, expecting shit to hit the climax, where Simon finally realizes his powers and finally is able to utilize it, but this whole time you're waiting on nothing. I enjoy shows where you're brought into someone's life and you're kind of living throughout their journey. I enjoy that type of shit. However, for a Marvel show and for it to be a Wonderman, I expected a little bit different. Not to say that it didn't meet expectations or that it was a disappointment, because I didn't know what I was getting into. When it comes to movies, when it comes to shows, games, I don't watch any sort of trailer that I know that I'm going to watch or play. I want to be completely virgin, essentially. I want to be a fucking virgin going into that bitch. So it's not the fact that I was disappointed, but fucking confused. It's the best word to explain it. If you're new to this channel, hi. Thank you so much for appearing. I hope to see you back. This isn't my normal-ish content. This is more unorthodox compared to the shit that I usually record. At the same time, this shit just fucking confused the fuck out of me. I just had to talk about it. Side note, I don't know if I'll put this at the end of, or the beginning of the video when I go to edit, but I won't be bringing up any, because usually when you have these channels, you'll see like trailer-ish going across the screen while they're talking. I'm not gonna be doing that shit. With my measly ass channel, if I get a fucking copyright strike, I'm gonna be crying. I appreciate all my subscribers coming back, and I really do hope you guys continue to come back regardless of what game I play. Seeing you guys come back is really valuable to me. So I appreciate you coming back, leaving likes on the channel, and if you're here, please stop here again. So please enjoy this fucking rant, because holy shit.